is a kind of player who loves to get after the spinner, so this should be an interesting contest. And he's played it beautifully. He's punched that off the back foot. No chance for the fielder at deep point. He does pack a punch when he hits it.
He hit that very hard indeed. There is a man square on the boundary, but he had no chance whatsoever of cutting that off. So 4 more to Simcox. And just I don't personally think this partnership is a threat, but I think it's a major irritation right now. That's up in the air and safe.
One just gets a feeling that this could be the over where Simcox is going to have a go at Joshi. South Africa need a couple of big overs. Oh, that smash back. That went like a tracer bullet. Joshi got his hands to it. He had absolutely no chance there. And he smashed it back. There is a man at long off. And a good piece of fielding there on the fence. A very good piece of fielding to restrict the South Africans to just a single. Venkatesh Prasad, the fielder.
Again, it's the quick release, isn't it? Pick up half a step almost, and the ball's already on its way back. And that's enough to make the batsman at the non-striker's end, or sorry, the batsman running to the danger end, just say no. The very fact the ball's on its way. And bonus there was right over the top of the stumps as well.
And another single, looking to give himself room, trying to find that gap between deep point and long off. Oh, that's very well played by Simcox. Getting outside the line there and just helping the ball on its way to end the 44th over. 166 for 7. This time it's short, and he spanked it over covers and into the fence for 4. It's a good way to end the over. 46 gone. 180 for 7. This should be another boundary, giving himself room and hitting it over the man at cover.
Great stuff this from Richardson. He knows how important boundaries are. It's just a question of trying to find the areas in the field where you almost predetermine the stroke. And with the behaviour of the pitch, it's very difficult to do that. If you know the pitch is going to behave perfectly, you can maybe pick a slot and look to hit it there. But if the ball's going to come off slowly, or makes it very difficult.
This is in the air. He's going to be out caught here. And a very good catch in the end by Robin Singh. So finally India get the breakthrough. South Africa lose their 8th wicket.
Oh, that's the wicket that all India wanted. South Africa didn't need. Great effort from David Richardson. He and Simcox gave their side just a glimpse of a chance until here. And Robin Singh, after a good bowling spell, takes a very good catch as well. Well caught, sir. Richardson, 43 from 66 deliveries. And South Africa, 184 for 8. It's a good time to have to go in and get 22 in 8 balls, isn't it?
Good over this for India. 47 gone, 185 for 8. Captain and the vice-captain having a chat in the middle, but this is the scorecard of South Africa. .36 runs required of 18 balls. And now the crowd cheering every delivery. They can sense an Indian win here. but it's still not over. And the bat goes out of his hand, but the ball stays in Mungia's hand, and he whips off the bails in a flash. So the 9th South African wicket gone, and now victory around the corner for India.
That's about all Pat Symcox could do. He had hit boundaries early in the over, just to set up the rest of the over. But quite difficult to hit the ball if you haven't got a bat in your hand. There it goes. Well done by Mungia. Well played by Pat Symcox. A great effort, he and Richardson. 46 to his name, but 9 down for South Africa.
He's bowled in. Anil Kumble has bowled Alan Donald first ball. This is the first time he came out to bat in 1996, and it's not lasted long. So India wrap up this game. A terrific performance by them after winning the toss and deciding to bat. They didn't get a big score, 220, but it was a competitive one.
Just played inside it, played down the Bakerloo, came down the Victoria, hit the outside of off stump. Donald looks up in surprise. The Indian team know what's happened, and a deserved victory on the night. They played wonderful cricket. I think winning the toss was reasonably important up front, but having done that, I was most impressed with, particularly with Sachin Tendulkar's captaincy. Having got 220, which wasn't a phenomenal score by any manner of means, and then getting the early breakthrough, he kept the pressure on the South African batsmen by keeping fielders, and plenty of them, in the circle. And that just made the South Africans hit the ball, or look to hit the ball over the top, and that's how we saw Rhodes get out, while we saw 1 or 2 other players get out. So obviously the South African players will be disconsolate. They played fantastically in this series. 6 out of 6 to here, but the vagaries of one-day cricket means that you can lose a game at any time, at any place. And they chose the final in Mumbai. But winning is what it's all about. And South Africa's attempt to get to the 220 that they're required to win was, if you look at the very bottom column, left to right, fall of wickets, 19, 29, 49, 60, 84, 92, 96. And that really was the game until Richardson and Simcox gave them a semblance of hope, but that was about all, because as soon as one of them got out, and the fact that the rate was going out and out and out at the same time, made it virtually impossible for them to win it. But a brave effort from them both, and a fine effort in the field from India, and some excellent bowling. Kumble, 8 overs, 4 for 25. He's done it again. Remarkable man he is. I think he bowled in a good situation, but it's making the most of those situations that makes you a top-class player. Prasad, I thought, was the man who made the major breakthrough early on, the 2 wickets in the first 10 overs that set South Africa back on their heels. A good job done by Robin Singh. India, having won the toss, not at sorts with himself. I don't think he was quite sure whether he was trying to get himself into a test side or do a 1J job. 7 in 31 balls, but Tendulkar came good again, 67 in 88, with a backup from Azruddin and Dravid, which really did set the innings not alight, but it certainly kept it going at the required rate for them to set themselves up for a decent total. Then a bit of a collapse, and AJ Jadeja came in and turned it all round. 43 in 42 balls that took his side to 220. De Villiers, immaculate again, 3 for 32. Klusner took a bit of stick, not for the first time. Alan Donald, just the 1 wicket on this occasion. The pick of the bowlers, De Villiers. Good again from Simcox. And Nicky Boyer also had his moments. Remember, he got hit for 15 in his very last over.
To come forward. Hansi Grenier, you must be very disappointed the way things have turned out after 6 wonderful wins in the build-up to this final.
Yes, Trevor, all credit to the Indians. I thought they played very well tonight. They got 220 runs, which was maybe 10, 15 too many, and always thought it's going to be very tough batting second on that pitch.
Yes, the toss was vital, wasn't it?
It was very much a win the toss. It's going to be a lot easier batting first and batting second, and maybe we should have just stuck it out a little bit more in the middle there. Although all credit to Kumble and to Prasad, I thought both of them bowled very well.
It must be heartbreaking to have played so well through the series and then just not bring it off in the final.
Yeah, it is very disappointing. I think the guys have put in a lot of hard effort. Obviously played terrifically well in the first 6 matches, and unfortunately we couldn't put it through tonight. But it's not the train smash, not the end of the world. It's got to come back well in the Test series.
Yes, that's what you've got to look forward to now. 3 5-day Test matches.
Yes, we're looking forward to that, and I'm sure the guys will appreciate the rest, 3 days rest, and then get stuck into the Test matches again.
Well, good luck to you for those.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
And a cheque of 150,000 rupees will go to the losing captain, presented by Mr. Bhaskar Bhatt. And now the titan of the match, this particular final, and decided by Mr. John Reid, the match referee, and the 2 managers of the sides, Madan Lal of India and Robbie Mazel of South Africa, and for his wonderful bowling of 4 for 25, Anil Kumble. Anil Kumble receives a cheque for 30,000 rupees from the Chief Minister, Mr. Manohar Joshi, and also a magnificent watch, of course. Anil, another wonderful bowling performance, and you end up with 14 wickets from this Titan Cup series.
Yeah, it was very satisfying, and I think the boys really played really well, batted really well, and my job was to just get the crucial wickets, and I think we bowled brilliantly and got the breakthroughs at the right time.
You must be very excited about this win.
Yes, very much. We were looking forward to this final, and beating South Africa in the final was a great win.
Well done, and good luck for the Test series.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And now to the Titan of Titans, the Titan of the series, in other words, and a magnificent prize of 2 fabulous watches and a jewelry set that's going to be presented by Mr. A.L. Mudalia. And the Titan of Titans was decided by a panel comprising of the great Ravi Shastri, the great Ian Chappell of Australia, and myself, and we worked it out on a point system over the entire series, and there were many that came very close. Mark Taylor and Mike Bevan made runs for Australia. Gary Kirsten made over 300 runs. Darryl Cullinan 272. Pat Symcox bowled well and batted very well today. Farney de Villiers had an incredible economy rate of 3.17. Sachin Tendulkar made the most runs in the series, 320, at an average of 53. Anil Kumble took 4 wickets today for a haul of 14 wickets. But in the end, we decided that the Titan of Titans goes to a man who took an incredible 17 wickets in the series, Anil Kumble of South Africa. And Alan Donald will win those watches and a magnificent jewelry set presented by Mr. Mudalia. Thank you. Alan, it's lovely to have all that gold and beautiful watches, but I know you'd swap that any day for the Titan Cup.
Well, that's right. I think nothing could have been more pleasing to have started, well, before the Test Series starts, to have started with the first win and winning the Titan Cup. But all credit to India. They played very well today and deservedly were the winners.
People often say that Indian wickets, subcontinent wickets, are made for the spinners, that in one-day internationals the fast bowlers don't do that well. But a great haul of 17 wickets in the series.
Thanks very much. Yeah, things have gone my way. I'm quite happy with the way the ball's coming up at the moment, and hopefully, 3 Test matches to go. I just hope it carries on until the end of the tour.
So does all of South Africa, I'm sure. Good luck to you. And now I'd like to call the winning captain, who's going to receive 300,000 rupees from the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Manohar Joshi, 300,000 rupees, and of course the Titan Cup. And I'm talking of Sachin Tendulkar of India. Sachin, I know it's going to be absolute chaos and pandemonium when you receive the Titan Cup, so we'll talk to you first. And you must think back to Chandigarh and the closing overs of that very exciting match against Australia, and it was so bad for India at the time. You've got through that somehow, and now you've won the Titan Cup. What a turnaround.
Oh, definitely, I would say, because I thought all the players fought very well throughout. Things went right for us in between, but later stages of the tournament we played very well.
A very good toss to win today.
It was actually, because the moment I saw the wicket, I knew that it was going to play a bit slower later half of the game, and it did.
It seemed to us all that India really lifted their game in every department in this final.
When things go right for you, it happens automatically, so I thought I would give credit to all the boys who fought well.
Well, first of all, go and receive the 300,000 rupees as the winning captain from the Chief Minister. And now the Titan Cup itself will be presented by Mr. Serses Desai, the Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Titan Industries. The Titan Cup to Sachin Tendulkar.
So quite unbelievably then,